We are at Miners Falls right now, and it's a 0.6 mile hike down to the falls, and then after that we're going to head down to check out Miners Beach. So from the upper viewing platform, you can kind of get a peek of the falls through the trees. But if you want a more close-up view, then you'll go down the stairs over here. Miners Falls is really popular, and by luck I got there just ahead of the rush. There were only a few people down on the platform while I was there, but as I'm hiking up, just so many people are walking in, and the parking lot is kind of small. So Miners Falls, definitely go early, but it's a really cool waterfall. It's worth it. Some nice people from Wisconsin told me these are forget-me-nots, and they think these are Canadian violets. So instead of going to Miners Beach, I went instead to Miners Castle, which has like information signs about the area, which were fun to read, and facts about Lake Superior. And then they have this short paved path with some overlooks of the lake. So we're gonna do that first before we check out the beach. So this is Miner's Castle from another view. So from what I remember from the signs, this area was formed from 3 different eras of sandstone formation. Erosion continues to change the rocks. Things collapse and shift shapes. And they think the name Pictured Rocks came from the mineral stains in the different layers of sediment. So the Miner's Castle overlook was really cool. They have 3 overlooks and lots of signs to learn about the history of the area and the geological formations. And then you can hike. There's a trail from there, the North Country Scenic Trail, that'll hook down to the Miners Beach, or you can just drive around to the parking lot. But the nice thing to know about stopping at the Miner's Castle overlook is they have flush toilets, which is a nice plus. And if you come down to the beach parking lot, they have pit toilets down here. So lots of nice picnic areas at both spots. So let's go check out the beach. Miners Beach is just gorgeous, and the water is so pretty. The water is super cold though. I can barely have my feet in it for like 10 seconds. It's so cold. 5 stars to Miners Beach. Like, I spent more time there than I thought I would. It's just very peaceful. I really enjoyed it, and so pretty. learned that Lake Superior is the largest freshwater lake on the planet, and it is approximately the size of South Carolina, the surface area. Its average depth is 483 feet, but its deepest part is 1,332 feet. The average temperature of Lake Superior is 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So when you're pretty close to Hurricane River Campground, where the trailhead to the Sable lighthouse is, there's a Lake Superior overlook, and there's steps down to the beach too, which I really want to go down there, but I want to make sure we get to the lighthouse, so I just did the observation deck only. But this stretch of beach looks really cool to walk also. Okay, we're at the Sable Light Station trailhead near Hurricane River Campground. Okay, 1.7 miles out to the lighthouse. The more I've done of exploring in this area, the more it makes me want to backpack the North Scenic Country Trail. It looks amazing. It looks like, at least for now, this trail is like some kind of old service road. It's gravel, it's wide, and it's pretty flat. This trail has been the worst for bugs. So I have my bug net and I could get my spray out, but I definitely recommend long sleeves and long pants, and probably the bug net too, to be honest. I just haven't stopped to get it out yet. Okay, it had to happen. It's really bad. And there's this bee aggressively circling me. Whew. I probably should have reapplied bug spray to my shirt before I left the car. It's in my bag. But stopping is bad too, because every time you stop, they swarm you. Moving is better. So if you go to the light station at Sable, just be ready for bugs, for real.
Light up to 17 miles, which is pretty crazy, yeah. And so
well, my timing was great, and when I got to the light station, they were giving a tour, a free tour, in like 15 minutes. So I went on the tour of the grounds and I learned a lot. One thing I learned was, because of the dunes, the hot sun creates so much heat off the sand on the dunes, and then when Lake Superior is so cold, so that mix of hot and cold creates a lot of fog in this area, from Munising all the way up to Whitefish. Now it's starting to rain, so we're gonna try to hoof it back to the car, and I think that's gonna wrap up our adventures here in Michigan. I had a wonderful time in the UP, and it is definitely a place I want to come back to because there's a lot of things I didn't get to do this time that I would really like to see or do. So thanks for watching. I always say I'm done, and I was almost back to the car, but there's a turnoff that says shipwrecks, so might as well just take a quick peek and see if we see any. Oh yeah, there's definitely one right there. Probably too far out for the GoPro to see, but you can see the remnants of a ship out there.